Happy Valentine's Day, Vaqueros and Vaqueras. Hope you're wearing pink. Hope you're staying dry. Today's article is about technologies before cell phones or smartphones. And a lot of times we speak of the dangers of technology for kids. Today, on average, about 4 hours of smartphone usage per day, 55 texts, 50% of teens who feel addicted to their phones. 80 years ago, though, it was a different technology, just as dangerous, or at least it seemed as dangerous. The radio, here it is, the family listening to soap operas, westerns, mysteries. However, the radio is making parents feel helpless since it invaded the home. That was the perception of the radio 80 years ago. Radio is frightening and emotionally overwhelming. Fast forward 20 years, those kids grow up, they have kids, and no longer the radio, it's now the television, where they watch crime shows, some violent action. And now people began to realize television sends unrealistic messages to young people and promotes violent behavior. Another 20 years forward, we get to video games like Pong, Pac-Man, and then finally the internet. So each version of technology, parents have to struggle with how to control it and avoid it overtaking the lives of their children. The video that we're going to watch actually is about one such family. Before we get there, though, when you land on your Achieve, scroll all the way down, take a look at the number of activities the school has completed. You can see some of the classrooms that are scoring the most points and some of the daily and weekly top scores of students. And each week we'll be awarding a Vaquero champion, a Vaquero Achieve champion. You can turn that coupon in for some Flamas or whatever it is you want at the student store. So again, happy Valentine's Day. Hope you enjoy the video.
We're back now with a new series we're calling Disconnected. It's all about our children and how so many of them seem glued to their smartphones, computers, and game screens. For a lot of kids, the digital world can seem much more compelling than the one outside their windows. And that has psychologists very worried about where they're heading. Here's NBC's Tom Costello.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. You're not excited?
With 3 kids, dinner time at the Neely home outside Atlanta can be loud and silly.
Okay.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
4-year-old Gavin, 2-year-old Elise, and 12-year-old Tyler. But like families across the country, they've struggled to keep technology from invading family time, especially with Tyler.
It sounds very strange, but I felt like we were losing him in our family.
A straight-A student and star baseball player, Tyler also loves his video games, iPod, and Kindle. But he was soon spending 3 to 4 hours a day on his devices away from the family.
He was totally distracted.
Yeah, he was totally distracted.
And Tyler is hardly alone. From smartphones and selfies to the internet, the average teen spends more than 11 hours a day exposed to a variety of media. A 2012 study found half of all teenagers sending 50 text messages a day, 3,300 texts a month. And the average teen sends 34 texts each night after going to bed. Entire families now text at dinner. Psychologists warn concentration, sleep, and critical face time all suffer.
Children aren't learning as much of the social and emotional intelligence, the cues that come along with having conversations, how to listen.
Even Tyler realized he was digitally hooked.
You start losing contact with the friends that you see every day.
Your time is up.
Finally, mom pulled the plug. No devices for a week, then limits on screen time.
I began to see him play with his sister. It just really opened up my eyes. I would hear so much laughter.
The advice from the experts: limit kid screen time to 2 hours a day. There's no substitute for the real world. Tom Costello, NBC News.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here, and then click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.